Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is 8:01. No, actually it's 7:59 because my clock is 2 minutes fast. I am running late, even though there's no such thing as running late when you're an independent contractor. It is what it is. Yeah, running a little late today, but it is what it is. And so because of how the week started, my week has been terrible. I think I did like six batches, and the money's there. Don't get me wrong, the money is there, but it's just trying to get the batches is what's killing me. It's just, I missed a couple $100 batches. I missed a lot of $60 batches, a couple $70 batches. I'm fast, but I'm just not that fast, it seems. So, yeah, man, it's a struggle. It's a struggle right now. Getting good orders, not getting orders. Orders you can get early, but getting good orders is a struggle. And not only that, the hours. So we can enter Costco's at 10 o'clock without waiting on a line, of course, and Aldi and BJ's open at 9 o'clock, so sometimes I get stuck at BJ's, depending on, the drop-off, so I get stuck at BJ's. I like doing Costco's, don't get me wrong, but if BJ's opens an hour early, I'm going to go where the money's at. So, unfortunately for right now, that's what it is, unless Costco send me something, worth doing, but a lot of times I don't get orders from there, so, I don't know. It's been a bad week so far. I'm even when I dropped it from 300 to 250 or 200, I'm still, depending on how you look at it, $50 off my goal per day to $100 off my goal per day. So I don't know. It is what it is. We gotta adapt and move on. But let's see what this midweek is looking like, because right now it's not looking too good for me. So I sat at BJ's from 9 to 10. I didn't get anything. Then I drove to Costco's. I ended up getting my first order. So we're gonna see. It's a double batch, but we're gonna see. So I sat at BJ's from 9 to 10. I didn't get anything. Then I drove to Costco's. I ended up getting my first order. So we're gonna see. It's a double batch, but we're gonna see. So dropped both of those off. Not too bad. It was they were relatively close to each other, so nothing too crazy. And right now we're headed back to BJ, see if we can get another one. But it's been a terrible terrible day. So I don't know. We'll see what we get. Hopefully we get 3 more. I don't know. not too good of a week. Today started off pretty bad. It's already almost 11:30, so we'll see. So second order drop off, both of them were pretty easy. It's hectic out here right now. I seen a $76 order from Costco's, but it was the one in Riverhead. Now if I would have drove to Riverhead because it was $76. It was relatively easy, but again, it's 14 point something miles, around almost 15, and it wasn't going back towards this way. So if it was it's $76 going back towards this way, I would have did it, because again, it's only maybe a 20 something minute ride out there, and if I come back this way, I'll be good. But because it was going from the north shore to the south shore, it didn't make sense for me. So like I said, for big orders, I will turn down big orders if they don't make sense. So that $76 one is gone, but we're gonna try to rush back to Costco to see if we can get an order going. I only got 2 for the day, but not too bad. It's already almost 1 o'clock, so I have a few more hours until it completely dies. So we'll see. So we got our third order for the day. Costco's again, luckily. I missed a $70 order again because I clicked and swiped and it just would not give it to me. This one is like $50 something, 32 by 43 for 2 customers. I feel like I always get double orders. So we're gonna knock this out, and then we're gonna see if we can get a few more for today, because today has been a drag. a drag. Not for me, but for multiple people who I've spoken to. So let's get it done, man. Let's get it done. Okay, so 2 easy drop-offs. Trying to head back to Costco's now. They were home, but they had a dog. I'm not scared of dogs, but I'm also aware that dogs bite, and the dog wasn't curved or leashed. So yeah, he said just drop it and take off. So perfect, that's done, and we're gonna head back to Costco's and hopefully we get 1 or 2 more orders for the day. But we're gonna see, because again, it's been a slow week, not just a slow day. It's been a slow week. Normally around this time, I don't get any more orders. So, well, any more orders worth doing, I would say. I'm not gonna say I don't get any more orders, but any more orders worth doing, a lot of times I don't get. So we're gonna see, and we're gonna go forward and go from there. So today we finished with $159.13. Still about $40 to $50 off what we're trying to do. If you're trying to reach 200, about $100, $90 to $100 off if you're trying to reach the 250 per day. For the week we had $470.32. I'm averaging about 3 batches a day, which is terrible, but 3 batches because of the batches that I'm trying to go at. So again, it's a combination of it being a lot of shoppers and maybe it's the bots, but I at this point I really think that it's just because there's a lot of shoppers and the app is really messing up. So I feel like it's multiple things, but we do know that the bot thing is out there. But again, I really think it's probably that it's just so many shoppers, because when I started back in I think 2018, we had 36 people in my area, and then I know they hired some more people. Then it went to like 60, and then it went to 80 something, and now presently I think it's at like 440. Again, that's over a 2-year period, but it's still like it's a lot of people. So I'm averaging about 156.77 a day, and I'm averaging about 52.25 per batch. The per batch is relatively good, but again, either the batches aren't coming in, or the batches go so fast that I'm not able to select it. So I think it's really killing me that stuff is going on like this. It's really hurting my average, but we're making do with it. Again, this isn't the only app that I have available. This is just probably the second easiest app to make money, opposed to Roadie. If Roadie's in you guys' area, maybe you should take advantage of it. For us, it changed a lot. Roadie changed a lot out here in Long Island, so I kind of shied away from it. Because it's becoming increasingly difficult to use. So I shied away for it a little bit, and that's it. So now going back to Instacart. But that's a story for another day. If you guys do want to hear about Roadie, let me know in the comments, and I definitely can make a video about that. Because I was doing it for a while, a couple years actually. But regardless of the point, so we kind of below our average, but we're not doing horrible. We're still over 150 a day, which is relatively good. But there's some things that we need to get into. There's some things that we need to discuss. Dimples on Demand sent me some information that I need to, but I'm going to share with you guys, because I think you guys should pay attention to the difference in what they're doing with whether it be iPhone versus Android, or just select people getting certain things, be it whether you're in the city or not in the city. I'm referring to New York City. So be it if you're in the city or Long Island, or any state, we're gonna get into some things, because I have more questions. It seems like I have more questions. Every day I have more questions for this company, and it hurts, because it's like they're not even responding back. So I don't know. So if you guys don't know Dimples, she is a YouTuber who does Instacart on the side, and she is based out of Brooklyn, New York. I'm in Long Island, New York. She has an iPhone, and she sent me some pictures that I'm gonna show you guys. So with those pictures, she's able to see hotspots, and she's able to see new stores such as Rite Aid, which they did tweet out today and I did respond to their tweet, as I often do. Instacart seems like they don't want any negative backlash, so what they do is they'll put out a tweet every few days. I know 3 days ago when they tweeted, I kind of got at them. They went silent for 3 days, and now they popped up today with showing that their partnership on Twitter. They showed that their partnership with Rite Aid. So I just have some questions asking, like, if you guys are paying, you know, $7 base pay and the customer is tipping $2, what happens when a customer tries to get their prescription and people's like, well, it's not worth it for me to go drive around for $9 to get somebody's, you know, prescription at Rite Aid. So what's going to start happening when people aren't getting prescriptions because they put in trust into your company to pick up prescriptions? So that's something that I had to ask Instacart. But again, Instacart doesn't respond to anything of that nature. If you add them or you tweet them, they won't respond. And if they do, it's normally like a generic message. They'll respond to customers who don't get their orders. They'll respond to them. But again, it's just a generic message. So it's not like they're actually conversing with the customer. They just give them a generic message with no response in their DMs. So again, with that, she showed that she does have hotspots in Brooklyn, and somebody else that she did tell me that somebody else that has Android that works out in either the Bronx or Yonkers. I'm not sure which one she told me. They have the update too. So that just had me curious because I seen something on the Android, what is it called? The Android App Store. So I'm just wondering if that has something to do with it. It's a beta mode, saying that the app may experience, you know, difficulties because it's in beta mode. So I opted to be in the beta testing, whatever it is. So I'm gonna see if that has any, if it does anything to my phone, if it does anything to my app, if I receive more batches, less batches. I'll definitely try to give you an update on the end of the week review. But as for now, it's just it's so many things that's going on with just the platform itself. Just not, and again, it's not just this platform that it's affecting, it's other platforms as well. As other YouTubers have stated, it's DoorDash, it's Grubhub, it's Instacart, it's Shipt, it's Amazon Flex. So it's so many other avenues of gig work that it's affecting. So again, it just sucks because they don't give us feedback. Like, it's one thing to like not say anything, but it's another thing to give us feedback. And then again, like I said, you tell the media that you're looking into it, but you're really not, because at the end of the day, as long as your orders are getting fulfilled, then like you guys really don't care about what's going on. But again, neither here nor there. But yeah, we got to figure something out, because it seems like different people are getting different things. I know on the Facebook group, people accuse me of using bots because my screen, I guess my app looks different than theirs look. But when I had asked them, you know, do they have Android or iPhone, they didn't respond back. So maybe on Android it looks different than it does on iPhone. And for today, when I was hanging out with this young lady while we were shopping together, not as together as we were shopping the same order together, she works Instacart as well. So on her iPhone app, it looks way different. Like when she tries to scan something, looks way different. Like I know with Android, I always have to focus to scan something. On iPhone, it doesn't. So it's just multiple things that looks different. Even like some of the drop boxes or I don't know what it's called. Like you go into your earnings, even that, like the buttons are different. It's different features. We can see more things that they can see. They can see more things that we can see. So we really don't know what's going on with that. So again, if you guys have the what is it called? The hot zones, the hot spots, let me know, because I don't have it. I don't have it in Long Island, and we have a large area to shop from. So I don't have that. The app shows it shows hotspots, it shows stores, it shows the new stores. It's crazy. It's crazy. I think it's a great feature, but if you're gonna do that, give it to everybody, or like, at least if it's in a beta mode, like let people know, like, hey, we're beta testing this, or congratulations, you've been selected to, you know, something of that nature. But for some people to have things and some people don't, like that's where people start accusing other people of things that they shouldn't be accusing them of. So I know, like, that's a big thing now, especially if people actually start knowing about this. It's like, you know, you guys are already getting accused of priority batches for newer shoppers, and we know that you guys do that because you kind of gotta hook them, and then, you know, you screwed up the veterans. But it is what it is. But that's it for this weekly wrap up. I'm really I'm disappointed. I think that's more so what it is. I'm just disappointed with how they treat, and it's not only them, don't get me wrong, it's not only Instacart, but it's just communication in general. In any relationship, communication is key. You can either make or break a relationship. And if you have partners, because that's what we're deemed to be, we're partners, we're not employees, we should be able to have a conversation, and the fact that they're willfully ignoring us really shows what it is. But again, my market is different than you guys. Maybe you guys will get more than others. And again, I will turn down a batch, and I tell people this all the time. I will turn down a batch. I turned down a $100 batch. I've turned down $70 batches today because, again, they're just too far. They're just way too far for me to drive to. It's too far. It makes no sense to drive 25 minutes to pick up, and then it's going to take me another 40 minutes to drop off, and then another 20 minutes to get home. So I'm going to do almost 2 hours of driving and then shopping. So I don't know. And the last thing I'll say is Instacart does not pay us to shop. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care how they break it down to us. Instacart does not pay us to shop. And the reason why I say this is because once they took away us getting paid per item, we are not paid to shop. We are paid to deliver. And I say that because when we basically get paid mileage. So it's like when people ask me, oh, why you don't take smaller batches? It's because I'm not paid to shop these batches. Like, if I'm getting paid per item, then I will go to Uncle Giuseppe's and do a 70 item, 130 unit order, because I'm going to get paid handsomely for that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend 2 hours in Uncle Giuseppe's trying to shop, or spend an hour in ShopRite trying to shop, because it's not worth it to me. They're not paying us to shop. They are paying us to deliver. And the customer is paying us off of the gratuity. So we have to understand that. I don't care what Instacart says. They are not paying us to shop. They are paying us to drop off. We are basically doing the shopping for free, and we are hoping to get gratuity and the service that we provide. But they are not paying us to shop. That went out the window when they decided to change to the mileage, because they're not transparent on how they're paying us. They're not transparent on the heavy pay. And even when they try to be, they say, oh, well, one item has to be a certain amount of weight. My order could be 400 pounds, but if one item isn't over 50 pounds or 40 pounds or whatever they deem it is, I don't remember what it is. It's not considered heavy pay. So it doesn't matter how heavy all of the items are collectively. If they don't have one individual thing has a certain weight, it doesn't count as heavy pay. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And when you try to ask them about it, nobody knows what heavy pay is. Even the shopper support don't know how heavy pay works. It's like, it's not broken down. That's why I say it's just so vague. Oh man. I seen an order today with 40 Red Bulls. It was like 40 Red Bulls. It was like 5 waters. It was like 20 what do you call it? 20 diet iced teas or whatever it is. It's like who's delivering that? And I remember 2 years ago that used to be like, you had companies, I mean $1 million companies would order like 20 cases of water from Instacart because people would deliver it for next to nothing. And I don't know. But again, just keep that in mind when you guys are trying to understanding why the pay is so low, because they're not paying us to shop. They are paying us to deliver, and they're hoping that the customer tips enough for somebody to take it. But because of how everything is set up now, and how, the pandemic has got us scrambling for money. People are just accepting whatever. So unfortunately, that's the world we're living in currently. But yeah, again, I'm about $40 to $100, depending on if I'm trying to make 200 or 250 a day. I'm off about an order or two. I was able to get 2 weeks ago, I was able to get 6 solid orders per day, and I was good. Last week, I think last week I was able to get 5 solid orders, 4 to 5 solid orders, and this week it looks like I'm only able to really get 3. And again, not because they aren't available; they are definitely available. It's just the speed at which you have to move to get these orders are impossible. Impossible. Doesn't matter if you're looking at the screen, because it can pop up and it pop up and go away like in a millisecond, or it doesn't matter if you're off screen. You get a notification. By the time you hit the notification for it to load, it's gone already. So it's almost impossible to do some of these things, but. It's just very, very, very frustrating that it's almost like it's like gambling almost, because it's like you're blindly picking things, and you're asking us to shop, and you're asking us to make an informed decision, but you're taking that away from us. So not only are you taking that away from us, you penalize us for canceling orders because you want us to just click, swipe and click, click and swipe. And then when it's like, okay, this is no longer worth it, you penalize me for it. So it's like you guys can't have both. You can't have it where you guys want us to do everything, but you won't let us make an informed decision, and we choose. And then when we see that it's not worth it, you guys penalize us for it. So I don't know. Again, let's continue the discussion in the comments. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Helps me out a lot. And until Sunday, have a good one.